Hey guys, Dave here. Today we're doing up some ribs, but not traditional oven-baked ribs or anything like that. We are doing up some creamy ribs. This is a simple one-pan, no fuss, no muss recipe that comes out absolutely incredible. You're gonna love it, so let's get started. So first off, I'm going to add our pork ribs to a dish, and I'm going to pour over 1 cup of pineapple juice. And this pineapple juice is not only yummy, but it helps break down the meat and make it tender. Follow that up with a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. You can use low sodium, but I'm just using the regular here. Then about a teaspoon or over a teaspoon and a half of good old ground black pepper. Grab up the tongs and give everything a mix around. I usually use my hands, but of course I'm being polite here. And if you have the time, you can let this marinate for an hour or so. Even overnight is best. But you know me, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna fry them up right away. In light of that, let's throw some oil into a pan over medium-high heat. Grab up those ribs and toss them in. Now, depending on the size of your pan, you might just have to do these up in batches. But you know, it's totally up to you. But we are just going to fry these and get a really, really nice sear on them. And of course, as you fry, you might want to do the old flip and turn type of thing, just to get them even on all sides. Okie dokie, after a few minutes we got some beautiful color happening here, so I'm just going to set these aside on a plate. And if you're doing them in batches, just continue frying till you're all done. But these are smelling mighty fine already, my friends. Next up, in the same pan, and you don't want to touch that, you got all kinds of great flavors happening here. I'm going to throw in half a small chopped onion, 3 cloves of, you probably guessed it, chopped garlic, a sliced up tomato or tomato. This is just aroma. Give everything a stir and saute this until that onion and garlic become fragrant and that wonderful smell just fills the kitchen. And really, I'm not sure about you, but I just love the smell of onion and garlic frying. Just something about it. You know, people know you're cooking. Then and only then, I'm going to throw in 2 tablespoons of good old ketchup. Now, you can use barbecue sauce. Probably I should have, but you know, it's entirely up to you again. Actually, some Old Hickory would be really nice. And remember that marinade we made up? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in too, because we can't waste it. Of course, get the old spoon and a swirling and a twirling and a mixing we will go. Then we're just going to bring this to a boil here. After a boil, I want a little more liquid, so I'm going to go in with half a cup of water. Now, you could use beef stock too if you want. Of course, you probably guessed it by now. We're going to go ahead and throw those ribs back in. And, oh, I think this is going to be so, so good. I mean, who on the planet could actually resist ribs? I don't know. Not me. Okay, what you want to do now is throw a lid on this, reduce the heat a bit, and let it simmer away for about 15 minutes or so until those ribs are nice and tender. After about 15 or 20 minutes, those ribs are nice and tender, and just look at them. I could eat them as is, but we're not gonna. We got a little bit of extra stuff to do. So we're gonna throw in a red bell pepper that I've chopped up. You don't have to use red, you can use any color. I just like the red and the sweetness of it. Half a cup of frozen peas. Follow this up with half a cup of marble cheddar cheese, and this is where we get our creaminess from. You don't have to use marble cheddar. You can use, any kind of cheddar you like. Of course, we're going to give everything a stir until that cheese melts down and that becomes so nice and creamy. Uh-oh. And we'll let this simmer away for an additional 5 or 10 minutes, just so those flavors come together. After 5 or 10 minutes, we are pretty much done, so let's go ahead and plate this up and just look at those ribs, my friend. Don't they look incredible? And of course, you gotta have lots of that sauce over the top, because really, without the word of a doubt, without the word of a lie, it is so, so good. And I did get to thinking, I want a little more cheese, so I am going to put some old sharp cheddar cheese over the top, just using a grater, and I think this is going to be absolutely fantastic. And there you have it, my friends, our creamy ribs, far from traditional, but ever so good. And you grab these up and bite into them. They are as good as they look. You just have to make these up, guys. And if you do, leave us a comment, give us a like because it does help the channel out, and most of all, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see ya in the next video.